has been a monumental 2018 here on The Story, where Martha brought you exclusive interviews with some of the year's biggest newsmakers. Here's a look back at some of her most memorable of 2018.
We're talking about an allegation of sexual assault. I've never sexually assaulted anyone. I did not have sexual intercourse or anything close to sexual intercourse in high school or for many years thereafter.
You're saying that through all these years that are in question, you were a virgin?
That's correct. I'm a good person. I've led a good life. I've tried to do a lot of good for a lot of people. I am not perfect, but I've never done anything like this.
I heard a man with great anguish and anger who felt falsely accused.
It could potentially cost you your election in 2020. Are you at peace with that?
I am. The easier vote politically clearly would have been for me to vote no, but that would not have been the right vote.
What do you think the Karolyi's knew and understood about what he was doing to these young athletes?
Well, the Karolyi's knew what we ate, they knew how much we weighed, they knew when we trained, they knew who they wanted on the world and Olympic teams. And to say that they didn't know absolutely anything is questionable. It happened because there was a culture of psychological abuse going on rampant for 30 plus years, and it allowed the most prolific pedophile in our history walk through the walls of the sport.
So describe where we are right now. We're between the two fences.
Yes, so we've got primary and secondary, and basically it's an enforcement zone. So what it allows is if someone comes over one, we have time to apprehend them.
In terms of North Korea, do you believe that the president should sit down with Kim Jong-un?
You give a great interview. Same question, same answer.
Is this summit with North Korea on June 12th going to happen?
Well, as the president often says, Martha, we'll see.
So clearly the president's still willing to walk away.
Well, there's no question. We really hope that Kim Jong-un will seize the opportunity to dismantle his nuclear weapons program and do so by peaceable means.
When the president came back from Singapore, he said North Korea is no longer a nuclear threat. Was that a mistake?
No, I don't think it was a mistake, because I think that what you saw were two leaders that both showed they had the political will to go forward.
Tell me what you see in the meeting between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. I mean, obviously, two very strong characters. The president has wanted for a long time to sit down eyeball to eyeball with him, and he seems to feel like he can get through to him on some measures.
I agree with Trump's basic premise, which is notwithstanding all the noise around Russian collusion and so on, it actually is in the world's interest that the United States of America has a good relationship with Russia.
So, Alice, how's it feeling 24 hours in? How did you feel when you woke up in your house this morning?
I felt wonderful. No more bunk beds over my head.
Is it all sinking in for you? Because it really happened very fast, Alice.
It happened so fast that it's really now just starting to sink in that I'm truly free.
His love for the country certainly didn't start when he met me, and I always say long before I knew and loved Brent Taylor, I already loved America too. So that was one thing we had in common and still share, and hope to pass on to our children and family and friends, and a great, great legacy.
Well, I know, Jenny, you said you feel so full of all of everything that has been coming your way in terms of the love and support of your family, your wonderful family, and we thank all of you for the service that you've given to America on this Veterans Day and for sharing his story with us. Dan, you lied to me. Did you know you were going to Saturday Night Live?
I knew that was going to be your first question.
Did you see the big game last night? 103 million Americans turned in to see the Eagles win. I said it. So tonight, I'm making good on my promise. I'm wearing the jersey that I promised Jesse Waters that I would wear. Thank you for lending it to me, and I will give it back to you immediately after the show. Jesse, you owe me big time now, right?
This is huge.
I mean, not only did they win, but I invited you to sit here with Nick.
I know, this is great. Although the audience doesn't know this, you tried to injure him. When he was going around for a picture, you pulled some cables out trying to trip him. Dirty Patriots player.
From all of us at The Story, best wishes for a fantastic 2019.